to you, our viewer. No guarantees whatsoever. Please don't attempt these procedures on a production server without first testing them for security and suitability in a lab environment. That's just generally good practice. And performing these procedures, even correctly, may open up your server to possible attacks, so make sure you have current backups, take precautions including data encryption and additional access controls to protect sensitive data. So let's go ahead and configure Samba. Now you'll notice with the pound sign that indicates that I'm already logged on as root. And let's make things simple by navigating to the Samba directory under Etsy. So we'll cd to /etsy/Samba, and let's do an ls command. And there you can see the smb.conf file, which is the main configuration file that we're going to be working with. Now, before we modify it, what do we always want to do? We want to make a backup. So let's go ahead and make a backup of that. So we'll do cp smb.conf. And we'll save it as smb.conf.back, whatever you want to call it. Now let's go ahead and open it up. So we'll do a VI. You can use whatever text editor you like. I personally prefer VI, but that's a matter of personal preference. And let's go ahead and open up smb.conf. And we'll navigate down to the global settings. So now we're in global settings. And we're going to modify the workgroup name and the server string. So we'll go and do a CW to change word, and we're going to change this to sound training. The server string, we could actually leave it as is if we wanted to, but let's go ahead and just put in the name of the server. So we'll do inst-CentOS and delete the rest of the line. So do a $sign to delete the rest of the line. And now, we could leave this alone, but this is where you can specify by subnet the hosts that are allowed to connect to the Samba server. And if you don't specify any particular subnet, then it's going to let everybody in. And maybe that's okay. That always makes me a little nervous, so I like to be particular. So I'm going to go in and specify an explicit subnet that's allowed to connect to the Samba server. So before I can do that, I need to remove the comment at the very beginning, the semicolon. So we'll go ahead and just navigate over there and touch X to remove it. And now let's go over and set our subnet. Our subnet is 192.168.235. So we'll go ahead and add that in and then just delete the rest. I need to leave a trailing period there in order to make that work. So now I've got that done. And let's do write it. File open, and let's go to the very bottom and take a look at the share definitions. So I'm going to touch Shift G to go to the very bottom, and here are the share definitions that I mentioned earlier. Let's add one more. Now I've already created a directory in the root of the file system called SMB demo. That's just purely for the purpose of demonstrating this, but let's go ahead and set it up as well. So I'm going to touch a lowercase o to open another line and switch VI to insert mode, and we're going to create that share definition. So I'll use the open square bracket and SMB demo. I can call it whatever I want, and then close square bracket. And we'll put in a comment. Don't have to do this, but why not? So Samba demo directory. It's always a good idea to comment, so later on you know what you're doing and you look at it a year from now. Then path equals. Notice that I'm leaving spaces between the path statement, the equal sign, and then the actual directory. So I'm going to put an SMB demo because that's the name of the directory that I created. And public. Yes, it is available for review in all of your things. Writable. This is an interesting one. I'm going to make it writable. But you have to realize that Linux permissions will override this. So they need to be synced. If you want this to be writable, then you need to go in and modify, use the chmod command to make sure that it's writable by being specified. And now touch escape, WQ, and we're finished. Now, except for one thing, we haven't configured any Samba users. And so in order to configure Samba users, you have to make sure that your Samba users and your Linux users are the same. So I happen to know that on this particular Linux box I have a username user01, so let's add that Samba user. So I'm going to use the smb password command, smb